Hello, and welcome to my channel.
Nestled at the base of the towering mountain range, the village exuded an air of tranquility. Its cobblestone streets were lined with quaint cottages, their thatched roofs blending seamlessly with the lush greenery that surrounded them. The villagers went about their daily lives, their faces etched with contentment as they greeted one another with warm smiles. At the heart of the village stood the bustling market square, where vendors displayed their wares with pride. The aroma of freshly baked bread wafted through the air, mingling with the sweet scent of blooming flowers. Children laughed and played, their joyful voices echoing against the backdrop of the mountains. But amidst this idyllic scene, there was one figure who stood out from the rest. High above the village, perched atop a hill, stood Elias Grayson's tower. The tower, with its tall spires and intricate carvings, overlooked the village like a watchful guardian. It was said that Elias Grayson was a man of great wisdom and knowledge, revered by the villagers for his intellect and insight. Elias had chosen this location deliberately when he built his tower. He wanted to be close to nature and to have a clear view of the night sky for his astronomical studies. From his tower, he could observe the stars and planets in all their glory, undisturbed by the lights and noises of the village below. The villagers often looked up at Elias' tower with a sense of awe and curiosity. They wondered what secrets he held within its walls and what wonders he had discovered through his studies. Some believed that he possessed supernatural powers, while others simply admired him for his dedication to his craft. Inside his tower, Elias Grayson led a solitary life. Surrounded by books and manuscripts, he delved into his passion for astronomy with unwavering dedication. Night after night, he would gaze through his telescope, studying the celestial bodies that adorn the night sky. His eyes sparkled with a hunger for knowledge as he unraveled the mysteries of the universe. Elias was a man of few words, preferring the company of his books over that of others. His eccentricities were well known throughout the village, from his habit of wearing mismatched socks to his peculiar rituals performed under the moonlight. Despite this, the villagers admired him for his brilliance and respected his dedication to his craft. One evening, as Elias sat in his study, poring over ancient texts, he came across a passage that spoke of a rare celestial event. The passage described a phenomenon that occurred once every 1,000 years, when the stars aligned in a way that had never been seen before. Intrigued by this revelation, Elias knew he had to witness this event for himself. He spent countless hours researching and preparing for the event. He studied the movements of the stars, consulted with other scholars, and meticulously recorded his observations. Elias knew that this celestial event held the potential for groundbreaking discoveries and a deeper understanding of the universe. Please support my channel by liking and subscribing. Lord Richard Blackwood, the stern ruler of the village, governed with an iron fist. His strict governance ensured order and stability, but it also stifled any dissenting voices. Lord Blackwood believed in maintaining control and feared any form of knowledge that challenged his authority. Elias Grayson's astronomical studies were met with skepticism by Lord Blackwood. The ruler saw no value in such pursuits, dismissing them as trivial and inconsequential. He believed that knowledge was a dangerous weapon that could undermine his rule, and he made it his mission to suppress any ideas that threatened his power. Despite this, Elias continued his research in secret. He knew that if Lord Blackwood discovered the true extent of his studies, he would face severe consequences. But Elias couldn't ignore the pull of the stars and the mysteries they held. He was determined to uncover the truth, no matter the risks. One fateful night, as Elias peered through his telescope, he made a discovery that would change everything. The stars aligned in a way he had never seen before, revealing a celestial event of monumental proportions. Elias's heart raced with excitement as he realized the potential significance of his findings. Determined to share his discovery with the world, Elias meticulously recorded his observations and gathered evidence to support his research. He spent countless hours poring over ancient texts and consulting with fellow scholars, seeking validation for his groundbreaking discovery. The more he delved into his findings, the more convinced he became of its importance. Elias couldn't contain his excitement and sought an audience with Lord Blackwood to share his celestial discovery. However, their meeting quickly turned into a clash of ideologies. Elias passionately argued for the pursuit of knowledge and the importance of understanding the universe, while Lord Blackwood scoffed at such notions. "You waste your time with these foolish studies, Elias," Lord Blackwood sneered. "What good does it do to gaze at the stars? They hold no power or influence over us." Elias stood tall, his eyes burning with determination. "But my lord, the stars hold the key to understanding our place in the universe. They reveal the secrets of creation and can guide us to a better future." Lord Blackwood laughed dismissively. "You speak of nonsense, Elias. The only thing that matters is maintaining control and order. Knowledge is a dangerous weapon that can be used against us." Elias shook his head, unable to comprehend Lord Blackwood's narrow-mindedness. "My lord, knowledge is not a weapon to be feared. It is a gift that can empower and enlighten us. We must embrace it, not suppress it. Their heated conversation revealed their conflicting beliefs about knowledge and power. Elias believed that knowledge was a tool to empower and enlighten, while Lord Blackwood saw it as a threat to his control. The tension between them grew as they debated the merits of each other's viewpoints, neither willing to back down. Lord Blackwood's skepticism towards Elias' research began to influence the villagers' perception of the scholar. Rumors spread like wildfire, casting doubt on Elias' credibility and intentions. Fearful of challenging Lord Blackwood's authority, the villagers started to distance themselves from Elias, leaving him feeling isolated and misunderstood. Elias struggled to find allies in his pursuit of truth. He sought to rally support among the villagers, but their fear of Lord Blackwood's reprisal held them back. The once admired scholar now found himself shunned and doubted, his reputation tarnished by the ruler's influence. Undeterred, Elias continued his research in secret, working tirelessly to gather evidence and prepare for the impending celestial event. He knew that time was running out and that he had to convince others of the danger they faced. With each passing day, his desperation grew, fueling his determination to save the village, even at the risk of his own reputation. As Elias delved deeper into his research, he discovered the potential dangers associated with the celestial event he had observed. The alignment of the stars indicated a cataclysmic event that could have devastating consequences for the village and its inhabitants. Panic set in as Elias realized the urgency of warning the village and protecting its people. Driven by a sense of responsibility, Elias worked tirelessly to gather evidence and devise a plan to mitigate the impending threat. Time was running out, and he knew that he had to convince others of the danger they faced. With each passing day, his desperation grew, fueling his determination to save the village, even at the risk of his own reputation. In a critical moment, Elias faced a choice between his research and the safety of the village. Despite the risks, he defied Lord Blackwood's orders and took matters into his own hands. With unwavering resolve, he set out to warn the villagers and protect them from the impending celestial event. Word spread like wildfire through the village as Elias rallied the people, urging them to seek shelter and prepare for what was to come. Some were hesitant, still swayed by Lord Blackwood's influence, but others recognized Elias' bravery and trusted his judgment. Together, they stood united against the looming threat. The confrontation between Elias and Lord Blackwood was inevitable. As the celestial event drew nearer, tensions reached their peak. The clash of wills between knowledge and authority came to a head, with Elias refusing to back down in the face of Lord Blackwood's oppressive rule. In a dramatic showdown, Elias stood his ground, challenging Lord Blackwood's narrow-mindedness and oppressive governance. The villagers watched in awe as Elias fearlessly confronted the ruler, his voice resonating with conviction and passion. It was a battle not just for knowledge, but for the freedom to pursue truth without fear. "You may think you hold all the power, my lord," Elias declared, his voice unwavering. "But knowledge is a force that cannot be silenced. The stars have revealed a truth that you refuse to acknowledge, and I will not stand idly by while our village faces destruction." Lord Blackwood sneered, his face contorted with anger. "You are a fool, Elias. Your pursuit of knowledge has clouded your judgment. I will not allow you to spread your dangerous ideas any further." Elias stood tall, his eyes blazing with determination. "It is not I who spreads dangerous ideas, my lord. It is you who seeks to suppress knowledge and keep our village in ignorance. But I will not be silenced. The truth will prevail." Elias' bravery and determination prevailed. The celestial event unfolded as predicted, but thanks to Elias' warnings, the village was prepared. The people sought shelter and were spared from the worst of the catastrophe. The impact of Elias' research on the village and its inhabitants was undeniable. As the dust settled, Elias finally received the recognition he deserved. The villagers, once skeptical and fearful, now saw him as a hero who had saved their lives. His contributions to their safety and well-being inspired future generations to embrace knowledge and pursue truth, no matter the obstacles they may face. Elias Grayson's tower became a symbol of enlightenment, a reminder of the power of curiosity and the importance of questioning the status quo. The village thrived under a newfound appreciation for knowledge, forever grateful to Elias for his unwavering pursuit of truth. And in the shadow of the towering mountains, a legacy was born that would endure for generations to come.